Hello Heather, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your question read. I've been always writing these up, and just lately I thought, oh, the Hermit's there. Someone's taking time out from something there. And I found that it's just so much easier to do you a short video. So this video will only go for about 10 minutes, no more. And I'll do it this way because I think it comes off better. I've sort of been waiting to put the videos up a little bit more because of that, but never mind, we're all good. So you want to know about somebody called Chris and where you are both heading. So let's have a look what the cards have to say. Okay, so I have the Knight of Swords coming out here, and very often with the Knights, they talk about speaking a truth or delivering a truth. There's sort of a little bit of defensiveness around you for some reason. I do feel like you want stability, but for some unknown reason you're a little bit unsure of where this is going. There's some sort of truth that needs to be spoken here. So we'll work it out what that is. Okay, so I have the Four of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the Star. I can't remember if you said what star sign he was. And the Three of Pentacles. Two of Cups, Temperance, Ten of Pentacles, Death, the Lovers. Okay, I have to be honest with you, it looks pretty good going from here. It just that there's something that needs to be spoken up between you. There's this strong suggestion that the communication isn't good. I feel like you're holding back because you're really unsure, and yet you have no reason to be holding back and defensive. I've got you being defensive here, and I've got you holding back in the Four of Pentacles. Now, I'm just going to have a quick look at what we got on the screen. So you're a Leo and he's a Libra. Okay, he's a Libra. And you are a Leo. I have the Two of Cups and the Lovers card here. The thing is, when I see this, you've got the Death card here, and I feel like something has to happen in this relationship. He's being very cold. He's holding back his feelings a lot. This relationship is good. There definitely is some sort of guidance here, and definitely a card of abundance. I have him right in the middle in the Temperance card, which is the card of Leo or Sagittarius. But what I feel here is that he's the one not speaking up. I thought this was you. I think it's you holding back and him not being honest about his feelings. Okay? But you have the card of Soulmates and the card of Lovers here. But this relationship needs to go through a little bit of a transformation to really get on track. What I mean by that is if he's not opening up and showing you his feelings, then you start to get suspicious, unsure, doubtful about how the relationship's going. You might even think that he's got someone else, or you might be worried about him thinking perhaps of someone from his past. But this is divinely guided. It's a really, really good relationship. It definitely has a lot of potential here of abundance, but my biggest concern is the fact, number one, that he's not opening up to you as much as he should do. Maybe is a little bit, but the King of Cups says to me sometimes people can be cold and withdrawn. And I feel like because you're not getting this communication, you're doubting it or you're feeling unsure, so you are holding back. So my best advice for you is to get him to talk and talk to him, because while you're holding back and he's not showing you his feelings, you're both not getting the best out of this relationship. So in order to turn this corner, it has to be transformed. There's like passionate messages here. So you will get there, but you've got to be prepared to do it. But that's basically what's holding you back here. I'm going to do a quick, that's only taken me 5 minutes, so it was very straightforward for you. So I'm going to do a bit of a soulmate reading here and give you a little bit of an insight into what's happening with him. Okay, so this is soul to soul, this reading, so you're not going to actually hear this from him. But this is how you see yourself, and that's how he sees himself within the relationship. This is how he sees you. This is how you see him. Past, present, future, outcome. If I need other cards, I'll pop them in there. So how you see yourself as the Four of Cups. So you feel like you're offering him something different to what he's had before. That's really nice, because it means that you understand that what he's sort of neglected in his past relationships, and you feel like you're offering him this cup that's very, very different. And it might be that you're a very different type of person, but that's really nice. How he sees himself. He sees himself as a bit wounded. That's probably why he's not speaking up. It may be that he's been wounded from past relationships. It might be that he's been hurt before and he's still scared of this commitment. The thing is, the cards are showing that if you just had these conversations, you'd go along nicely. He sees you as a Six of Wands, so he sees you as a victory. He sees you as something very special here, like he's won a prize, which is absolutely delightful. You see him as a Queen of Pentacles. So you do see him as loving and nurturing, and you do see him as being a very stable option. But just be careful that you're not trying to make too much of this logical. So sometimes when we're trying, or that you're over-giving in the relationship, okay, there's a warning. Just be careful. If he's not giving or putting as much into the relationship as you don't want the relationship to become toxic. So you need to get on that conversation as soon as possible and get him to own up to himself, or you need to pull back a little bit of your energy because you're over-giving here. And that's not good. That's what makes the relationship toxic. So sometimes if you think the other person's not happy, you keep investing more and more and more and more because you want to make them happy. Doesn't work that way, because what happens in the end, this person thinks that is the relationship they're getting from you, so they put less and less and less and less in. So that's what happens. So in the past there was heartbreak here, so it could have been you've both got together after some heartbreak, but there's definitely some feeling of heartbreak here. Now I have to also mention, I'm not sure if one of you came out of a relationship, but sometimes the Three of Swords talks about interference from a third party, but sometimes the third party may not be a person. It may be, that something stopped one of you from moving forward in the past. Present energy is the High Priestess, so you're both getting to know each other on a very soul level, but the High Priestess talks of secrets, things being withheld, not necessarily a secret keeping from each other, but withholding stuff, not sharing. So again, communication. The Hierophant comes in the future, so this talks about stability, traditional values, and coming together as a couple. And you have the Empress at the top of your reading. So you're birthing something brand new. It's really beautiful, but I've got to say to you, if you don't get that communication going, it could turn a little bit toxic here. So please make sure that you're having that conversation, especially if he's holding back. Because while he's holding back, you're holding back. But if you start investing too much and he pulls back, then it makes it toxic. So you don't want that either. So what here is the potential for a super duper relationship. But in order to move forward, you've both got to be very, very clear of what you want with your emotions. But both those readings look very, very good, Heather. So good luck.